here is quite interesting, and I want you to see a comparison now between the Aussie index and the Aussie dollar. In the Aussie dollar, we have closed the week below 103.78, or we traded below the structural point, which is the 103.94, and we did close below this point. This would be perceived in the Aussie dollar as a sell signal. It is different than the index, because if you look at the index, it is trading at 103.08, but on the dollar spot it is 103.78. Okay, that is because this is the index and this is the spot dollar Aussie. But if we look at the I don't want to mess up with it now, but anyway, you can see that the futures in the you still see that guys, are you still watching this white screen on your screen which says Aussie restart formatting? Guys, what do you see on your screen, please? Can anybody tell me what you see? Because I'm trying to visualize what you're seeing on my other screen. Hello? Is anybody there? Okay, now, yeah, that's why it's in my screen. Yeah, the other computer just crashed. Okay, that's why. Thank you guys. Yeah, but I'm trying to do it. I have another computer so I can see what you guys are seeing, and it just gave me, just kind of freezed on me. That's why I was concerned. Thanks. Okay, at least. Thanks, Dan. Okay, so if you look at the chart for the Aussie dollar, technically right now we are in a sell. We do have a sell on the Aussie dollar, not on the Aussie index, just on the Aussie dollar, and therefore we close the week at 103.78. We have a structural point at 103.94, which is only 20 pips away, and that's the high. So this means we are going to make that our buying point. So we're going to buy at 103.94, which is our structure point. And of course it will be our stop. Okay, now on taking it short, if you look at the daily chart over here, you would see another interesting setup. You would see that move that we had on Friday is what? Is, even though it is a sell signal, but it is what we call an inside day. It is contained within the previous day. It is an it is what we call an inside day, because it didn't break below the low, it didn't trade below the 103.56. Even the low was 103.60, but it couldn't take out the low of 103.56. And of course we're below the high. So my buying point is easy, which is the 103.94, but my selling now has to be below the 103.56. If you look at the 2 daily highs, this one here is 103.72. We're we closed sitting at the 2 daily highs, which is right there as you can see it. So for me to sell that, I must sell it when it takes out the low. I must sell it from here. So this will be my short below 103.57, and my stop is going to be right above here. That's my stop. I'm not going to give it too much room. If it gets above this, I'm getting out, because my buying point is the 103.94. So I'm going to sell it below 103. I think it's 54. And my structural short point is the 102, which, as you see in the red line here on the chart, 102.40. And my stop, if I'm shorting it from here, my stop is above that. I'll put it above the market side, which is going to be 103.8. Okay, so that is the Aussie dollar. I am going to go long above 103.94, and if I do, it is my structural long point and my stop. On the short side, I'm going to go short below 103.54. If I do, I have a structure point, which you all remember, the 102.24, and my stop is going to be the 103.8. Okay?